Today's subject is archaeological discovery, invades and destroy the kingdom of God. When we are young, I think it's the best time for any humankind that believe about the faith. When mom and dad or grandma or grandpa tell the story of Noah's Ark, and when we go to Sunday school, then Sunday school teacher explain about Noah's Ark, all kinds of animals. Then we open eyes wide open and listen those kind of story. It's very interesting. Then then you go to school, elementary school. Then sometimes we go to nature museum. Then many nature museum display dinosaur. And I went to some other cities. Then I would say I went to more than 10 that kind of museum, and some museum display. When I open the door, then big hole that make about 100-meter hole. Then in the center there's huge dinosaur display. Now when 1300 AD, and then in China they discovered the fossil of dinosaur. But at the time they did not know about meaning of a fossil. And they thought that kind of, all kind of bone, maybe bone of the dragon. And some of them, maybe, we maybe holy like a dragon at the time. Some of them eat that, those bones. And we still, as an acupuncturist, and we still use that kind of bone. It's not dinosaur anymore, but not many leftover, but any kind of fossil called. Let me write down in English about this one. It's Facilia ossis and the mastod. And then we use for kind of a herb. Now after 1800, that we understand what the fossil is now. So many scientists, try to find out, the fossil, and they discover so many of them. And according to them, we have about 500 different kinds of dinosaur. Now let's go back to Noah's Ark. Now according to Bible, God told Noah, every animal, male and is part female, 2 pair. So there are altogether 4 of them. Now according to Genesis 7 and 14, every kind. So in other words, there are 500 different dinosaurs. So in other words, 2,000 dinosaurs must be in the ark. Then not only that, and then the, what do you call that? All kinds of food must be storage store. Now it's no matter how big the boat is, it's difficult to 2,000 dinosaurs and just the food. I'm talking about just a dinosaur only, okay? So now when we see dinosaur at the Nature Museum, then wait a second. We may be, ask a question or doubt. How could that big dinosaur go to the Ark? Now, all this began with Napoleon. When he went to Egypt, one of his soldiers found a stone called a Rosetta Stone. Okay, this is Rosetta Stone. Now, every people, they just look at this one, then, if we, translate that language, we may be able to understand history of Egypt. And actually, around 1814, they found it. So after 1800, and many scientists went out and the field and the mountain and they try to find out a fossil. And some religious group like Catholic Pope, why don't she go to Shinar Plain where Adam and Eve was created? Then we may be able to find some kind of old thing in there. So actually they dig up in there, and then they discover that all kinds of building there. Sometimes they found ceramic ware, sometimes a kind of statue and a picture, they found it. And on the top of that, some of them found, a stele that written all kinds of letter in there. Now, one of the stele found was Code of Hammurabi. Now, not only Code of Hammurabi stele, but so many things are found, such as Epic of Gilgamesh and the story of Sargon of Akkad, and then Sumer or Sumerian, and they discover more than 60,000 tablet, clay tablet in there. And sometimes I showed before that the dragon the Bodo dragon, or the dragon in Gate of Ishtar, all those kind of one, and those one made before Moses wrote. We believe, until year 1800, that okay, Moses law is oldest law written. However, after discovery of Code of Hammurabi, and then this Code of Hammurabi is around 200 years before Moses wrote down, Genesis or Exodus. I don't believe a Genesis written by Moses either. I already posted Moses did not write Genesis already. So let's talk about one by one. And we try to find out what is truth. And the next one is I am going to talk about the Code of Hammurabi. See you next time. Thank you.